surviving. That's what they do. It's not a mystery to them. It's not even a problem. They do it all the time. They would carry the human story forward. And 10,000 years from now, their descendants would be telling a myth about how there was once a great civilization on this planet, so advanced that they could even go to the moon. They could fly around the planet. They could speak to one another on other sides of the earth. But they did something wrong. They fell out of harmony with the universe. They ceased to wear their prosperity with moderation. That's actually a line from Plato about Atlantis.
Wow.
And the universe slapped them down. So there would be a differential survival rate. I would say that those who are more technologically advanced are less likely to survive because they depend on a complex interrelated network of skills. And any individual on his or her own, most of them, well, you're different, Joe, because you do know how to survive, but a lot of people don't know how to survive.
I barely know how to survive. I'd most likely
But at least you've worked
at
it, you know.
Yeah, but I'm not that good at it.
But most of us haven't even worked at it at all. We haven't got a clue.
Let me fucking open everybody's eyes to all these people that think that you could just go out there and shoot animals and stay alive. Good fucking luck. You're probably screwed if you have a rifle. Even if you have a rifle, you're probably screwed. If you have a bow and arrow, you're gonna fucking starve to death.
Right.
It's extremely difficult.
Yes.
To get close. You know.
And yet hunter-gatherers for thousands and thousands of years have succeeded in doing that, like the Bushmen of the Kalahari.
But I think there was less humans and more animals.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think that's also part of the rub.
Okay.
It's like we're dealing with just one of the terrible things we've done is taking these giant swaths of land and made them entirely inhabitable for wildlife, like cities. Like how many people grow food in the city? What is the percentage? Is it even 1/10 of 1% of people in the city grow their own food?
Probably not.
It's probably not even that. So you have these massive, essentially deserts where no wildlife exists other than predatory species like coyotes and ravens and things like that that take. And then you go out from there, and then you have these vast farmlands.
Yes.
The only benefit of the vast farmlands is the amount of deer that exist now is greatly more than when Columbus landed. But it's because they've almost become an agricultural animal. It's almost like they're almost a domesticated animal. They're a free, wild, domesticated animal. Like I have a friend who has a farm in Iowa, and when you go there, it's very strange because he's got these wild, giant, 300-pound forest horses running around his backyard. I mean, they're fucking everywhere.
Right.
There's all these giant deer, and when we were there, it's what's called the rut. So all these they're very horny. So the big bucks who usually hide, they show themselves. I'm like. This is a crazy place. Like there's all these wild animals that exist along with people. And even in a game-rich place like that, it's incredibly difficult to get to one. And you'd have to have vegetables. You'd have to have your own vegetables.
So let's imagine a situation where all the resources of our cities, all the amenities, all the infrastructure are gone.
Most of us are fucked.
I would say radically, I would say in fact our civilization, which appears so strong, is actually very, very fragile.
Extremely.
Just a little push.
It's like when you look out the window and you're like, wow, that's the outside. No, that's a piece of glass. You're outside.
Yes.
Knock that piece of glass and you're outside. You know, the effortless it is, it just seems impenetrable because, you know, you pull the shades tight and you set your alarm clock and you sleep. You're sleeping next to glass.
Yes.
Like, it's hilarious. You feel confident and yet you're sleeping next to a piece of fucking glass.
Now, there's this incredible complacency and arrogance of modern civilization, that we are the apex and pinnacle of the human story, that we're the best that's ever come, and that's a danger. Mythologically, that is a very dangerous place to be. When you start imagining yourself as the apex and the pinnacle of everything, that's precisely when the universe reminds you that you are not that at all.
Yeah, it's a very weird existence that we have where we just sort of look at how things are right now and we can't imagine things being any different, no matter what. Whether it's people that have to come to the realization that they've been injured, like someone breaks their leg and all of a sudden it just doesn't compute. Like, how come I can't